Why would you say that? I pressed. Thienne closed herself, keeping her pains and fears within. Sometimes it took a knife to get them out. Technology doesn't always enable the right things. If some people had their way, I would be impossible. They would have found everything but man and woman and wiped it out. She looked past me, to the window and the virtual starscape beyond. We've come so far out, she said. I felt her shoulders tense, bracing an invisible weight. And there's nothing out here. Nobody to meet us except our own speedship children. We thought we'd find someone else. At least some machine or memorial, some sign of other life. But after all this time, the galaxy is still a desert. If we screw up, if we die out, what if there's no one else to try? If whatever happened on Mitanni is what it takes to survive in the long run, isn't that better than a dead cosmos? I didn't know what to say to that. It made me feel suddenly and terribly alone, the way Anyahera might have felt when we voted against her. I kissed her. She took the distraction, answered it, turned us both away from the window and down onto the couch. Tell me what to be, I said, wanting to offer her something to make a part of the universe warm for her. This was my choice, to choose. Just you, she began, but I silenced her. Tell me. I want to. A woman, she said when she had a breath. A woman this time, please. Afterward, she spoke into the silence and the warmth, her voice absent, wondering. They trusted the three of us to last. They thought we were the best crew for the job. She made absent knots with my hair. Does that make you wonder? The two-body problem has been completely solved, I said. But for n equals 3, solutions exist for special cases. She laughed and pulled me closer. You've got to go talk to Anyahera, she said. She never stays mad at me. But you, she trailed off into contentment or back into contemplation of distant, massive things. Duong-Watts Malignant, I thought to myself. I couldn't help it. My mind went back to the world ahead of us, closing at relativistic speeds. Mitanni's explosive growth matched the theory of a Duong-Watts Malignant. But that was just correlation. The malignancy went deeper than social trends, down to the individual, into the mechanisms of the mind. And that was Anyahera's domain. We can't destroy them, Thienne murmured. We might need them. Even in simulation, we had to sleep. Lachesis' topological braid computer could run the human being in full-body cellular resolution, clock us up to 2 subjective days a minute in an emergency, pause us for centuries, but not obviate the need for rest. It didn't take more than an overclocked instant, but it was enough for me to dream. Or maybe it wasn't my dream, just Duong Firak's nightmare reappropriated. I'd seen him lecture at Lagos, an instance of his self transmitted over for the night. But this time, he spoke in Anyahera's voice as she walked before me, down a blood-splattered street beneath a sky filled with alien stars. Cognition enables an arsenal of survival strategies inaccessible to simple evolutionary selection, she said, the words of Duong Firak. Foresight, planning, abstract reasoning, technological development, we can confidently say that these strategies are strictly superior on a computational level at maximizing individual fitness. Cognition enables the cognitive to pursue global rather than local goals. A population of flatworms can't cooperate to build a rocket unless the build a rocket allele promotes individual fitness in each generation. An unlikely outcome, given the state of flatworm engineering. Memory of laughter, compressed by the bandwidth of the hippocampus. I reached out for Anyahera, and she looked up, and only then, following her gaze, did I recognize the sky, the aurora of Jotunheim. But with cognition came consciousness, an exaptative accident, the byproduct of circuits in the brain that powered social reasoning, sensory integration, simulation theaters, and a host of other global functions. So much of our civilization derived in turn from consciousness, from the ability not just to enjoy an experience, but to know that we enjoy it. Consciousness fostered a suite of behaviors without clear adaptive function, but with subjective experiential value.